is visible?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the things we have covered so far in React?
In React, we have covered functional component, class component, props, states, pure component, uh, context.
Hey, can you come one by one? So what are the types of component we have covered? We have covered class component, then
Functional
functional
component,
component, then
pure
view
component,
component, then
control and uncontrolled component.
okay, controlled and uncontrolled. Okay. So what are the things we have covered in the class component?
Class components we have covered
Props, state,
props, state,
set, okay. Then parent to child,
this parent to child for
all this,
props.
yeah, child to parent, yeah, props, all those things. Then in functional component, we have covered some hooks. So what are the hooks we have covered? Yeah, one more thing. Life cycle also is there, no? Life
Yeah,
cycle. Yeah. So what are the hooks?
hoops, in the
Yeah. What are the hooks we have covered?
higher order component.
Hey, higher order component is a type of component. I have not yet covered. Higher order component. So what are the hooks we have covered?
Use,
My screen is visible now?
yeah,
Okay, hooks. So where we will use the hooks?
mm,
We are using hooks in functional component, right?
yeah.
Okay. So what are the hooks we have covered so far?
Use state, use. I don't remember.
Yeah, use state, use effect,
Use
use
context,
state, then use effect,
use
then
context,
use context. Okay.
use context. This much only.
Okay. Then today we can see about the use more. And we have covered use callback also, right?
Use callback.
We covered, huh?
No.
Okay. Then today we can see about use callback as well as use method. Okay. Let's see. Open our yeah, no, 9 a.m., 9 p.m. Yeah, this is so use callback. Packet use. Fine then. Okay. React 9 p.m. It's not our time. We are React 8 a.m., right?
8:30 p.m.
Okay, 8 p.m.
Yeah,
File
8.
new React. Here. So run this application, cd my app, right? Yeah. cd space my version app, npm start. Yeah. So let's go to our web.js. Here, parent is there, as well as child component is also there. Where's the child? Yeah, child component is there. And child is there, child is running, another is there. Okay, fine then. Now, you can check between child and grandchild. Okay, so, div wrap and type. So, border 2 pixel solid black. Adding the background color. Okay. So now we are going to work with the child and grandchild. Okay. And for grandchild also we can give some different this is grandchild component. This is the design. Give this is advisor. Your region. Okay. Okay. So child component is there and grandchild component is available inside the child component. Now I am going to send some data from child to grandchild. Okay. So from yeah, before that I am going to render something. I am going to keep some value in the child component. Okay. So here I am going to create a div. Here I say d of and count in child 5. Yeah, count in child is 5. Again I am going to keep a button nearby, that is plus button. So as usual, by clicking this plus, we are going to increment this value. Okay? Yeah. So make a constant. So count, comma upd count equal to use state of count value is 25. Okay? And here directly access the count. Now the count value is 25. By clicking plus, I am going to update this count. So for that, I am going to write a click event for button, right? Is it right or anything else? Yes, Suchi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Unable to follow up.
No. We have to
Okay.
write the function.
Okay, here what we need to write inside this function to update the count value one by one.
Count equal to Hello.
Yeah. How will you update the value of count one day one?
Constant. Yeah, in update count, you have to set that one. Which state value will be there? The update count.
Sorry. Update count equal to
You have to. I forgot the
yeah,
syntax.
tomato
Use state.
use data.
Update count.
Simply we give this update count of that is count plus one. That's
Yeah.
it. Hmm. Saying yeah is easy, but needs to write the code. That's the thing. Okay. Yeah, fine. So by clicking plus, now we can able to increment the value. Okay. Fine. So now what I'm going to do, let's check whether the child component is re-rendering or not. Right click, close. So in child component, close all the things. Close, close. Control P, child component. Okay, keep a breakpoint inside the pen. And Control P, grandchild component. Yeah, keep a breakpoint here. Now click the plus button. See, the child component is going to re-render. Why? Because the count value is updated into 26. Fine. Okay. Again, click plus. Yeah. So the child component is re-rendering. And again, grandchild component is also re-rendering. Why? Now I am changing the value only in child component. Okay. But child component is re-rendering as well as grandchild also re-rendering. Why?
Because
So how we can avoid that?
we are using the tree.
Sorry.
Talk about that one.
For example, I am doing the same thing in the child component also. Okay. Get to the grandchild component. Okay. Here also I am going to do the same. Here also I am going to have count. Okay. So we can say child count. Child count plus one. Okay. Count any grandchild. And this is going to be minus one. Here I am going to do minus one. And the value is 99. Save. Come here. Okay. The first okay. Okay, illustrate is not input. Okay, import illustrator. Save. The first. Fine. Now I am clicking minus button. Grandchild. Just keep and save return. Yeah. Now I click minus button. See, grandchild is re-rendering. Again clicking minus button, grandchild is re-rendering. Fine. Now I am clicking button in child component. So child is re-rendering as well as grandchild also re-rendering. Why? If I am doing changes in grandchild, only grandchild re-renders. But if I do changes in child component, both child and grandchild is re-rendering. Why and how we can avoid this? Basically,
Hello? Yeah, I'm telling. We are using the use context. So in the use context, it will be it will that will count from child to grandchild.
Sorry, understand. I didn't get. If
Hello?
I am getting plus button in the parent, why is the
Yeah.
child also re-rendering?
Because we are
How we can
using
understand?
use context is you are using.
Okay, because of use context. Okay, let's go here, remove this use context.
And use state is there.
Okay. I have removed the use context. Okay, come here, refresh the page, and go to source. Yeah, here also. Now I am changing in grandchild component. Grandchild is re-rendering, fine. Now I am changing in child component. Child component is re-rendering as well as grandchild also re-rendering again. Why? How to avoid that?
So
Sorry.
don't know.
Yeah. This is what we have covered in the few components. Okay. So to avoid that, we need to convert the normal component into pure component. This is a I thought while taking pure component. That seems to be enough forgotten. Okay. So inputting use case as well as input memo and wrap this component with memo. This is how we can convert functional component into pure component. So how will you achieve pure component in class component?
That's a pure.
Yeah, how will you achieve? Using React.pure component. Remember? Okay, like this.
Okay.
We need to write that. Okay. And in functional component, we need to wrap our component with memo. If not, we can write React.memo off. If not, we can import memo here. And we can write directly memo of component. Now it is a pure component. Now it will not re-render unnecessarily. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I am doing changes in child component. Child component is re-rendering. Doing changes in parent component. Only parent is re-rendering. Child is not re-rendering. Only the parent component is re-rendering.
Then what is the difference between pure component and the memo?
Sorry, your voice is fully breaking. What's the difference between?
Pure component and memo.
Yeah, normal component will always re-render unnecessarily. Okay. So why the child is re-rendering? Because yeah, see here only we are binding the grandchild component. So grandchild component is available inside the render of the child component. So whenever child component re-render, the entire design will re-render. So the grandchild component is also available inside this component only. That's why this grandchild is also re-rendering unnecessarily. So to avoid that, we need to make this into pure component. So pure component will re-render only if we change the state value or if we change the false value. Then only the component will re-render. Pure component will re-render. If not, the pure component will not re-render. Okay?
Okay.
Now it is much mandatory to remember all the things. then only you can able to effectively write the React code. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fine then. And yeah, today what we are going to see, we are going to see about use callbacks, right? Yeah, go to the use callback. Go to the child comment. Here I am going to send one more method. Constant human. Next is the next one more method. Going to keep human. So it is nothing but update count of 2 minus 1. Save it, come here, refresh. Okay. Plus is there and the minus is plus and the minus. So first one is count 1. First one is count 1 and second one is count 2. Okay. Now I am going to send the method of count 2 to the child component. And here I am going to send this decrement method to the child component. Now go to the one child. Okay, I am going to keep here and give. This is the function. Okay, that's us. Now clicking this parent button, it is going to decrease the count to value. Okay. So for that, I have sent this decrement function as a parts to the child component. Okay.
Reverse way.
Now, sorry.
Reverse way. I mean that if you click on the child, then child component will be okay.
Yeah, I'm simply sending this function, okay, via props. I'm sending this decrement function via props to the grandchild component. So here is the grandchild component. Okay, here there is a button, okay, named as parent button. While clicking this parent button, I am going to call the parent decrement method. Okay, I am going to call this decrement method on this parent button here. See here, this decrement here, right? Got it? So now again come here, inspect. Okay. So if I am clicking minus, only the grandchild is re-rendering. If I'm clicking plus, if I'm clicking plus in the parent component is re-rendering as well as child component is also re-rendering. Have you noticed that? Yes, Suji. Are you following?
One more time.
Yeah, now I am doing changes in child component. Only the child component is re-rendering. If I am doing changes in the parent component is re-rendering as well as the child component also re-rendering.
Yeah, this is callback.
Right?
This is known as the callback.
Yeah. So even though the child is a pure component, the child component is re-rendering. Why? Because whenever parent re-render, it will create new instance for this function. So the child component will think as we are receiving a new function. It thinks the props value is updated. That's why it is re-rendering the child component. So to avoid that, we need to wrap this function with use callback. Use callback off. So inside this, give the function. Okay. Also, it is going to have a dependency array when we need to create a new instance. So whenever count to 2 change, then only create new instance for this function. That's it. Now come here, refresh the page. Okay. Now I click minus button inside, only child component is re-rendering. Now I click plus button, only parent component is re-rendering. So whenever I'm changing the count to 2, then parent re-render as well as child re-render. Or if I click parent button, parent re-render, yeah, only the child component gets re-rendered. Got it? Or
Yes. Oh, good.
okay. So again, as select the pure component, we will use pure component to improve the performance. In the same way, we will make use of use callback to improve the performance. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one is use memo. Okay. Let us consider in the child component, I am going to have a method. So font, it is going to then double value. For time being, I am just copy pasting the code. Sample by window react with yeah. Communication. Okay. Now can you see input box?
Pardon?
Are you seeing an input box? Input.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I enter 5 and I am going to print the double of 5. Okay. If I enter 7, I am going to print the double of 7. If I enter 90, I am going to print double of 9. So this is what I am going to do. Okay. And whatever else I am doing, everything is working fine. Nothing issue happen. Everywhere it is working fine. Now if I change the value, it is going to give the double of value. If it is 2, then it is 4. If it is 3, then it will be 6. Okay. So follow what I am doing. Here the input box is there. Okay. And nearby I am calling a method. So inside render I am calling a method named as print double. Inside double, simply I am saying number into 2. The number is whatever I am typing inside. That is the value. Okay. Value of input box. So I am simply multiplying with 2 and I am returning that value. So that value will bind here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now one thing, I am going to delay this function. Okay. So now I am going to delay this print double function. Okay. For that I am going to write a set of code. Okay. Yeah. So this is a set of code. So what it is going to do is nothing but it will take 3 seconds of time. After 3 seconds of time only, the line number 26 will execute. Okay. For the example, now check it, save and refresh the page. Okay, even it will take 3 seconds time to access. Okay. Now I am going to enter 5. It will take 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Now I am going to type wait. Wait. 1, 2, 3. After 3 seconds only it is updating. Now I am going to enter 2. 1, 2, 3. After 3 seconds only it is updating. Why? Why? Because this print double method get called. Whenever I am changing the value, the component is going to re-render. After component re-render, this print double method will get called. Okay. And what this method will do? This method will take 3 seconds of time to return the answer. So whenever I do change, it will take 3 seconds of time to return the answer. For example, now I am going to enter 4, it will take 1, 2, 3. After 3 seconds only, it is updating. Got it?
One more time.
Yes, Jennifer.
One more time, can you please explain?
Sorry, are you there?
Can you please explain one more time?
Yeah. What I am doing is like, here I am calling a print double method. Okay. For example, here I am simply return 25. Okay. If you return 25, see, it is printing 25 here. If I return 39, it will print 39 here. Why? Because I am calling a method and this method is returning some value. That will come here. Okay. If you are returning a text, hi, how are you? Okay. It will come here. Hi, how are you? Will come here. Okay. Now, inside this method, I am going to return the double value of this input box. Okay. So whatever I am typing here, okay, this is the number. Input value is stored inside the number. I am simply going to give number into 2. Okay. Save this. Now if I type 5, it, if I type 5, it will print 10. If I type 8, it will print 6. If I print 2, it will print 4. If I print 1, it will print 2. If I print 5, it will print 10. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I am going to write a set of code, okay, couple of lines. This line will take 3 seconds of time. For example, let us assume I am fetching a data from database. Okay, so it will take a 3 seconds of time. Okay, so for the execution of this function, it will take a 3 seconds of time. Got it?
Yeah.
So now if I type in summon, it will take 3 seconds time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have not typed the fine. Summon 1, 2, 3. After 3 seconds only, it is updating. Now I am typing 9, 1, 2, 3. It is not because of typing. It is because of this method. Okay, this method takes 3 seconds of time to return the answer. Okay, for returning the answer, this method is taking 3 seconds of time. That way, it seems to be slow. Got it?
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Have you got it? Or
Yeah.
confused?
Yes. No,
Okay.
no, got it.
Okay, I'm changing this value. So this 18 is depending on this number 9. Okay. So whenever
Yeah.
I'm changing this, it is getting delayed. Fine. Now I am clicking this minus 1, 2, 3. Even this number is also taking 3 cents for changing. Okay. Now I'm changing in the parent. Okay. That is also taking 3 cents of time.
It is
Okay.
affecting
In child also
child
it is
as
taking.
well.
Sorry.
It is affecting everywhere, child as well as grandchild.
Yeah. Why? Because so this rendering itself get delayed for 3 seconds. This entire render method get delays, re-rendering delaying for 3 seconds. Because whenever this component re-render, it is going to call this method print double. Okay, and it is going to give the answer, but it will take 3 seconds of time. Okay, now I click this minus. Okay, it is going to return same answer 18, but it will take 3 seconds of time. That's why the entire design is taking time. Okay, so to avoid that, we can make use of use memo. So use memo will memorize the last answer and directly give the answer without executing the function. So if I click minus here, only this number is going to change. This will be same 18 only. Okay. So for that, why we need to execute the function again? We can memorize the answer. So simply grab this. Right. And use memo hook. Use memo off and paste. And here also one dependency array. So when it needs to execute again, when the number value changes. When the input value changes, then only this function needs to execute again. If not, simply return the memorized answer. Okay. Now come here, refresh. Okay, and here not print double of. Here simply we need to do print double. That's all. Okay, that's fine. This kind of 1, 3. Now if we change the value 5, it will take 1, 2, 3, 3 cents of time. Now if we change any other value, it will not take time because the answer 10 is memorized. So use memo is memorize the answer 10 and it is instantly giving the answer 10. When you change the value from 5 to 8, then only it will execute and it will take 3 cents of time. See? Now again I am changing it to 2, 1, 2, 3. After 3 cents it is giving the answer. But other than that, nothing is used. Why? Because the answer is memorized. This is how we can make use of use memo hook to improve the performance. Is it clear or got confused?
No, I got.
Sorry?
I got.
Okay then. Again, work out on these things and make it more clear, then only you can make use of this. Okay?